everyone, welcome to part 4 of our April picture from Leila Duly's Flower Year. I was looking for my lost number 50 pencil yesterday. I haven't found it, but I found a spare one. So I'm just going to actually do those bits of grass that I had mentioned and found yesterday, which were in here. These blades here. And was there any more? Yes. I was going to do this one here, wasn't I? Yeah. And then we're going to move on to a different bit of foliage. I'm actually going to use some brown. For these, I thought we might do them in a slightly browny colour. I know April doesn't really have brown leaves, you know, because they're not like autumn, but I think we can. I think it will look better too. Those, you can't see them. They look like some we've already done. Anyways, concentrate on one thing at a time. These bits look like grass in here too. I just looked up a version of this page because I was actually chatting to my sister while I was having my coffee break. She said, which page are you doing? So I just looked it up for her. And the person had done all the foliage in the same colour, green, and it looked really, really good. I was like, oh, it looks so good, and I almost did it like that. But never mind. This is different. Excuse me. Right, there's a leaf there, which is these. So we're just going to do that in number 5 while I spot it here. And then we're going to use, I used this one already. Not sure. Number 49 for all of the bits that look like this. I've just spotted some more grass, but I'm going to finish this one. Put my pencil down, grab the 50. I still haven't found the missing one. Where is it? And I think all these bits could be grass down here, and particularly these bits down here and here. Yeah, I don't know. Husband came in and looked. He's very good at looking for things. Oh, and he couldn't find it, so he was totally baffled. He also hasn't got any spares of this of 50. He said he mustn't have liked the colour, or else he'd have bought spares of it, which is interesting. So I don't know where it's gone. I'll find it. Eventually it'll turn up. I lost a black pencil once, and it turned up about a year later, which was quite funny. Just on the floor somewhere, you know. So what happens, I'm sure I'm not the only person to have lost a pencil now. In here. Now these look kind of ferny, and my fern is actually, this is definitely looking quite ferny, is actually an interesting colour at the moment. The old leaves are quite brown, but they're darker brown than this, like dead. And the new leaves coming through are really pale green. So it's a mix of colours. This is interesting. That seems to be only one side. I don't know whether I'm colouring this in wrong. What's that bit? I think is a bit of the it's a bit of the Bluebell 57. Yeah. I'm also thinking that some of these are the grass, so I'm going back to my 50. Sorry, we're going back and forth a bit, but I'm just trying to, you know, get bits filled in as I see them. And then we'll start to see it developing. I think we can already see it developing, which is nice. You know, it takes a bit of time and patience with a picture like this to feel like you're sort of getting somewhere, as it were. I think that might have been better in this colour. The sun has come out and it's shading right across the page. Hold on, I'm going to have to shut the blind. Sorry, the camera will adjust in a minute to the light. Hopefully, yeah, that looks okay in the camera screen. But I'm just colouring all these little tufts in this colour. Here as well. I'm not colouring the fern. I haven't quite decided what colour to do that yet. Okay, now I don't know if these tufts behind here are this plant. I think I'll leave those for now. Right, we want to look for more of these little ones that I'm colouring in the brownish colour, so I'm having a look. There looks like, here's one. Now it's interesting that it says there's wild strawberries in this picture. I haven't found any. It says that there's red, what's this? Red nettle, red dead nettle, what was it? Wasn't it? I haven't found anything that looks like a nettle. So it's a little bit odd. So a bit confused by that. Now here we have actually a bluebell, which I missed, so I shall do that one in a minute. Let's get all these done first. There's quite a few over this side. There's one here. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I realise this might not be a particularly popular video because it's quite specific and quite complex. So if you are following along, if you could give a little like or a dislike if you want. YouTube doesn't care. It just, you know, and if you could comment, that would be even better. Just any interactions just help it really. As I say, I think it's because it's very specific to this one book. This is complicated in here, isn't it? I'm just sort of doing most of the bit behind there. Oh, you've got a few. Oh, is that one there? Don't know. Don't think so. I've got some down here though. Yes, so it sort of helps. Now, I haven't said before, but you know, I'm using Staedtler Ergosoft, I should say. If you don't have them, the colour name's the same across all Staedtlers. Numbers, sorry. So if you've got a set of what they called Design Journey, then you'll be able to use the same colours with those, and they're almost identical, to be honest, which isn't always true. I think there's a little bit in there. Isn't always true of all pencils. Right, now we have got a green that we haven't used yet, and I'm going to use it for my ferns. It's a really dark green, it's the sea green, it's 38. Excuse me, so here we go, number 38. It's quite a bluey green. I've got a fern down here in this corner. And it will definitely look a different colour. yeah, as I say, my fern it's got red in it, that some of them are dark green, some of them are light green. It's really varied. It's beautiful. I love ferns so much. Me and my husband both do. We really ought to get some more in our garden, but we just never have got round to going to buy any, you know. But one day we might. We're not very good at doing stuff in the garden, to be honest. Our garden's a bit of a... It's quite nice actually at the minute. We've got a hebe in a pot which is in flower with little lilac-y flowers. Another hebe which is getting new leaves leaves on it in a sort of reddish colour. It's a different variety. Our bleeding hearts is out and flowering. Got bluebells in the garden. We've got red, yellow poppies, like Californian poppies, I think we tend to call them. Yeah, all sorts going on with and a pot which I was given for Easter, which has got yellow primroses and orange primroses in it, and I think the snapdragon that was in there has gone over, but there's some light foliage in there which is coming along really nicely, so that's really nice. And I've got a daisy, white sort of daisy in flower. But it sounds like, wow, she's good at gardening. That's it. That's all I've got in my garden. Just a few plants. I can remember them all because they're so few. Now here, look, can you see? I think there's a big fern in the background here, so I'm going to colour this bit and try and work out where it is. This might be the stem. Yeah, it is there, look. Oops, gone over the line, never mind. Is that a bit of it there? I think so. Yeah, so our garden is looking nice though, I think, with all its, and it's all its graveliness. It's really a yard, I suppose. We don't call our backyards yards though, like the Americans do. We just always call them a garden, even if they're gravel, and or if they're like just a patio or whatever, we just still call it a garden. So, yeah, it's interesting. We're not really gardeners. Husband trained in horticulture, but he was more into like garden centre management and that sort of thing rather than actually doing gardening or landscape designing, although he got put off that because he was told he couldn't draw well enough, which was rather upsetting. But I think he doesn't like drawing with a ruler, which I think is fine if you're doing, you know, illustrative work. But if you're trying to do a plan for something, you have to measure it and do all that. I tend to draw with a ruler. The very few backgrounds that I've done, I usually do like, might do a fence or a wall or something. I'd always use a ruler to sort of draw it in really lightly. Now, if you're drawing on a colouring page, tip that I'm going to share is don't draw in a normal graphite pencil or a pen. I always draw in the colour of pencil that I'm then going to colour that item in, and your lines sort of disappear. I also tend to normally trace things rather than draw. It's a lot easier. Now, have we got any more going on over here? There's a lot going on over here still that we haven't done. I think that's it for now. What we'll do is we'll do these bluebells that we missed. So we've got our, remember we used a light layer of 33. I've just found one of the fawn coloured ones that we missed, that I missed. Like that. and then over the top with the 62, wasn't it? And then all the greenery, what do we use? Oh, we used that. This 57. Now I'm trying to, I'm pretty sure this bit is all belongs to it. Seems to go into the same area. There. Okay. Now I'm wondering, are these the fritillaria? But those don't look like they are. There's a lot of these over here as well. Got a little bit down here. I think what I'm going to do is finish this little bit down here, and then we sort of, oh, now I said I found a bit that needs a 49. Let's do that first. Where was it? Here. Just put my finger there so I can check it's in view. And there's another bit I've spotted as well. Up here. Just in there. I reckon that's a bit there. That's okay. Right, so we're going down to the bottom here to do this bit. Now, I've got no idea what this is. I think it looks quite like... let's have a look. Let's just go for a colour. Just go for it. We used that colour yet? Yes. What haven't we used? What should we have? Used most things. Blue. We haven't used much blue, but flowers aren't really blue, are they? Yeah, let's use this. 61 I think I'm going to use. Let's give it a sharpen. Because it looks a bit like some of the flowers that I looked up. 61 it could be. Now I've got to figure out what's leaf and what's flower. I think this is flower. I think these might be violets. But I'm not going to worry too much. And even if they are, their colours are good enough really. It's a sort of purpley, I can't remember what this one's called. It's called dark mauve. It's a weird name. Is that it? I think so. Now, what colour should we do the foliage? We've got so many, so that is 52, that's 50, that's 38. We're going to have to use either the 57 or 56. I think the 57 will be better. Here it is. And as I said, I don't have no idea what this is supposed to be. But if you know any better, then obviously you can do it in the right colour. But hopefully it will look pretty anyway. I'm just doing all of this tangle of leaves and stems and oh, that one. That one is a 5. Just a little bit in there. But the rest, I'm going to do back to the 57. Yeah, as I said, I think it looked better had I done all the greens the same colour. It wouldn't have looked realistic. But next time I tackle a page like this, I might try that and just do all the same colours everywhere. You know, I think using, say, 2 greens, one for sort of shading and one for the main colour, I think it would look much better. Oh, having a hot flush now. Okay, I'm just going to take off my cardigan. We have done 20 minutes today though, so I may leave it here. Ugh. Phew. Phew. Yeah, I think I will. It's not going to, it was never going to be a short series anyway. The idea was always to take it slowly and to do it bit by bit. So there we go. We've got a bit more done today though. So there we are. I hope you have a super day. Thank you so much for watching and happy colouring.